Traduit.
Okay,
Non,
but that's
because
not the okay.
he said, parce qu'il a dit, t'as dit que c'était le fils de Adam, mais t'as pas dit que c'était un prophète. C'est pas écrit dans la Bible que c'est un prophète.
Qui?
Jésus.
C'est le fils de l'homme, donc c'est pas fils de Dieu.
Because if you take it as the son of a man, then it cannot be a son of God.
We'll talk
Why-
later.
why he
will
say
talk.
this?
We will talk this one. We'll
Why
talk.
he say
Just
this?
show me.
So we're going to see a theophany of God, right? So let me know when you're ready.
Yes, I'm and Exodus 24.
Okay. I'm going to start at verse 1. Then he said to Moses, go up to Yahweh. Okay. Now notice this is Yahweh speaking to Moses, telling him to go up to Yahweh. Double Yahweh. That's why your Targums will say Memra. You and Aaron and Nadab and Abihu and 70 of Israel's elders bow in worship at a distance. So it's Moses, his brother's sons, and 70 of Israel's elders. Moses is alone to approach Yahweh, but the others are not to approach, and the people are not to go up with him. Moses came and told the people all the commands of Yahweh and all the ordinances. Then all the people responded with a single voice, we will do everything that Yahweh has commanded us. And Moses wrote down all the words of Yahweh. Once again, Allah didn't give a book to Moses. Moses wrote down what Yahweh revealed to him. He rose early the next morning, set up an altar and 12 pillars for the 12 tribes of Israel at the base of the mountain. Then he sent out young Israelite men, and they offered burnt offerings and sacrificed bulls as fellowship offerings to the Lord. Moses took half the blood and set it in a basin. Once again, once we look at this covenant and we see how this covenant was cut and how it was ratified, it's always done with blood. That's another reason why I reject Islam. The other half of the blood he splattered on the altar. He then took the covenant scroll and read it aloud to the people. They responded, we will do and obey all that Yahweh has commanded. Moses took the blood, splattered it on the people. Thank God for the blood of Jesus. And said, this is the blood of the covenant that the Lord has made with you concerning all these words. Then Moses went up with Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, and the 70 of Israel's elders, and they saw the God of Israel. Beneath his feet was something like a pavement made of lapis lazuli, as clear as the sky itself. God did not harm the Israelite nobles. They saw him, and they ate and drank. The Lord said to Moses, come up to me on the mountain and stay there so that I may give you the stone tablets with the law and the commandments I have written for their instruction. So Moses arose with his assistant Joshua and went up to the mountain of God. He told the elders, wait here for us until we return to you. Aaron and Hur are here with you. Whoever has a dispute should go to them. When Moses went up the mountain, the cloud covered it. The glory of the Lord settled on Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it for 6 days. On the seventh day, he called to Moses from the cloud. The appearance of Yahweh's glory to the Israelites was like a consuming fire on the mountaintop. Moses entered the cloud as he went up the mountain, and he remained on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. They ate and drank with the God of the universe. All right, so Imami, you mentioned the glory of God, right?
Right.
So the prophet Ezekiel, he gets the vision of the what is known as the Merkabah, which is the throne room. Yahweh has like 2 thrones. He has one that's established. Okay, so he sees this vision coming to him out of the north. And We'll start in verse 22 so we don't have to go through the whole thing. It says, over the heads of the living creatures, the likeness of an expanse was spread out. It gleamed like awe-inspiring crystal, and under the expanse, their wings extended one toward another. They each also had 2 wings covering their bodies, talking about the 4 cherubim that surrounded the throne. When they moved, I heard the sound of the wings like the roar of a huge torrent, like the tumult of, like the noise of an army. When they stopped, they lowered their wings. Verse 25, a voice came from above the expanse over their heads. When they stopped, they lowered their wings. Something like a throne with the appearance of lapis lazuli was above the expanse over their heads. On the throne, high above, was someone who looked like a human being. From what seemed to be his waist up, I saw a gleam like amber, with what looked like fire enclosing it all around. From what seemed to be his waist down, I also saw what looked like fire. There was a brilliant light all around him. The appearance of the brilliant light all around was like that of a rainbow in a cloud on a rainy day. This was the appearance of the likeness of Yahweh's glory. When I saw it, I fell face down and heard a voice speaking. This was the appearance of the likeness of Yahweh's glory. What was that appearance like? That of a son of man, that of a human being.